sharing your evening with us will be very quick, very to the point. You'll hear me go very, very quickly tonight, simply to be courteous of your time. So if you have any questions at all, I strongly encourage you to ask the individual that invited you onto this webinar tonight. Once we get finished, just ask them whatever questions you have, because I can assure you of this. Having questions are normal, and we strongly encourage you to ask any of those questions to the individual that invited you here, because at the end of the day, once you get your questions answered, then you can know if this is something you want to do or not. Again, at the end of this presentation, I think you'll know if this is something you want to be involved with. Equally as important, I think you'll know if this is not something you want to be involved with. But I can tell you this, we're having amazing success in a very, very short amount of time. And you have the opportunity to be in here at the very beginning of a company that many of the experts are saying is going to be the next multi-billion-dollar baby. And we're hearing all kind of incredible feedback from industry experts and industry outsiders, just talking about how we've had one of the most successful launches in business history and all these things. And as the CEO of the company, I'm very humbled by all the accolades that we're getting. And it's just exciting for me personally to see how many lives are being changed. At the end of the day, what we're doing is simply providing a solution for people. And here's basically what I mean by that. I've never in my life asked an individual, hey, how would you like to look and feel better? And had the reply, nah, I'm good. No, I've never had that happen, right? Everyone wants to look and feel better. And the health and wellness space is such a confusing market space. So for those of you that are guests, I don't want you to jump to conclusions. I don't want you to think we're just another one of these health and wellness companies, because that's not the case at all. In fact, we're revolutionizing the industry, and the way that health and wellness today will be completely different. And I'll explain that. But the second thing that I'll ask an individual is, how would you like to get out of debt? Or how would you like to make more money? Or how would you like to be able to have financial freedom? I've never had someone say, no, I'm good. I mean, everybody wants that. And so what we do here at ID Life is we simply provide a solution for people. And as I go through the presentation tonight, I want you to understand, I'm not here to sell you. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to simply share with you what we're doing. And if you want to be a part of it, great. If you don't, no big deal. And the good news is, worst case scenario, you're going to learn about something that everyone you care about needs to know about. And that's probably one of the greatest blessings for me personally that I get to do here. And so to give you my background very briefly, I played a little professional baseball. When they got rid of me, I went into coaching, coached college baseball at Dallas Baptist University. I went into ministry, was a youth pastor for 5 years. I've got 2 beautiful boys and an amazing wife, Haley, and we live in Frisco, Texas. I was very fortunate to start some traditional companies that basically changed my life for forever financially. Today, I spend the majority of my time running a company I own called the Dallas Patriots, which is one of the largest youth baseball organizations in the world, and then obviously serving as chairman and CEO of this company. So to give you a background on what happened, I sort of retired for the 3rd time in my career. I tried retiring, and I guess basically, long story short, I'm not meant to retire. So I can't stand sitting around doing nothing, and I'm not that good at golf. So I got to find something to do with my time. So I'm minding my own business. Some guys see me, and they come up and introduce themselves to me, and they introduce what a group of doctors and scientists have been working on for 18 years. And they introduce it to me, and they say, how do you suggest we take this to market? Long story short, I was blown away by what they showed me. I put a group of investors together, including the Ross Perot family, which is Patrick McGee and Susan, and then Mike Salem, Chris Camillo, who's the most successful self-directed investor in history, wrote the book Laughing at Wall Street, some celebrity athletes, etc. So I put together a group of investors. That was in October, and we launched the company January 18th. And we have been going absolutely crazy, and it's been incredible. So I guess for all of you that are guests, that are listening in on this webinar right now, I want to let you know that you're witnessing history. You have a chance to be in at the very beginning of this, if this is something that interests you. And I'm excited that you decided to join us this evening to take a look at what we're doing. So with that being said, let me tell you exactly what ID Life is. ID Life stands for Individually Designed Life. I believe that every human being was put on this earth to be great and to do amazing things. I don't think any of us woke up one day and said, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be average. I don't think any of us want that, right? I don't think any of us go, I'd like to be mediocre. No, nobody wants that. What we want is freedom. We want financial freedom, time freedom. We want to have great relationships. We want to live the American dream. And yet what happens is when we graduate from high school, graduate from college, we just sort of exist for a while. And then we wake up when we're 50 years old, and we look back and go, what in the world happened with all the time? I look at my 2 boys, and if for those of you listening, and if you have kids, you can probably relate to this. I mean, it's like your kids are born one day, and then they're graduating from high school the next day, and it's just, you're going, where'd the time go? And so I guess what I'm trying to tell you is this. The purpose of building this company was, quite frankly, to add value to people's lives, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, and emotionally, by helping people identify what they're truly passionate about and giving them a vehicle to help them pursue their passions in life. In a recent poll, a bunch of folks were interviewed, and they said, are you doing exactly what you want to do in life? And hardly anybody answered yes to that question. So the follow-up question was why are you doing what you're doing for a living? And the answer was, well, to pay the bills. And I think about the troops that fight for our freedom every day, and those that have fought for our freedom previously, and many have died, so that you and I can live life abundantly, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? Yet so many people live a life of life, liberty, and the pursuit of the weekend. They don't love what they do. They just do it to pay the bills. And so here's the point. The purpose of ID Life was to create a vehicle where an individual could get plugged into what we're doing in a proven system, surround themselves with like-minded people so you can go pursue whatever it is you're passionate about. So with that being said, I believe that everyone deserves to design the life of their dreams. We have an amazing corporate team. You can read their bios on our website. I mentioned our investor group. We have a unique product offering that everyone needs, which is extremely important. Again, you don't have to sell something if people need it. And I'll go into detail about that. Compensation plan, for those of you that are interested, the way this webinar is going to work is I'm going to explain to you what our product is. And for those of you that just want to be a customer or whatever, that's fine. For those of you that want to make extra income, we put together a referral plan. We're to make an extra $1,000 a month, $100,000 a month, whatever it is you want to do in life. It's attainable here. And so I'll go into detail about that. We have incredible systems, incredible tools to help you succeed. And then the timing is perfect. Look, the health and wellness industry has never been at the forefront of the Americans' minds more than it is today. People understand in today's world, I better prevent illness. I better do whatever I can to get in the best shape of my life and stay healthy, because there's no telling how much it's going to cost me to go get surgery or insurance or whatever it is. And so the timing is perfect as it pertains to the industry. And that's why I chose to get involved in this industry. Number one, I care about health and wellness. Number two, the timing's perfect. Everyone in our country is looking for ways to avoid having to go to the doctor. But what's interesting is, for most of us, and I'm guilty of this too, typically we don't really focus on our health until something goes wrong. And then we're like, oh, God, I got to fix this. And that's typically how most of us operate. It's when something goes wrong, then we go, now all of a sudden it's at the front and focus of our minds. Look, here's my thoughts. It's going to cost you a heck of a lot more money when something goes wrong to get in shape than it would cost you just to stay in shape and prevent the things from going wrong in the first place. Former U.S. Surgeon General said it best, and this is a fact. Of the 2.4 million deaths that occur in our country each year, 2.4 million deaths that occur in our country each year, over 75% of those deaths are avoidable if people are just simply getting the right nutrition. Well, let me go ahead and segue. The future of health and wellness is here. So many folks think supplements are for workout folks. They think protein is for workout folks. Let me debunk that myth. Supplements are nothing more than nutrients in a different vehicle, right? So you can get nutrients from food. And then, as we all know, you can't get the nutrients in your food today that we once could. It's impossible to get all the nutrients you need just eating regular foods. And for those that disagree with that last statement, you're disagreeing with scientific facts. Okay, this isn't my opinion. This is a fact. Documentation beats conversation. So how do we get the nutrients we need if we can't get it all in food? It's through supplementation. So nutrients are just simply put into a pill, a capsule, a tablet, a meal replacement shake, whatever it is. That's why we all need supplements, and that's why supplements are booming. It's a booming industry. So the question is, what do I need? Heck, most importantly, maybe, is what don't I need, right? What shouldn't I be taking? What am I wasting money on that I really don't need? Well, a group of doctors and scientists headed up by Paul Sullivan invented the first ever customized supplementation platform. The first ever customized supplementation platform that tells you exactly what you need, and most importantly, exactly why you need it by scientific third-party proof clinical studies. That product is called ID Nutrition. It stands for Individually Designed Nutrition. What you do is you go take a free online health assessment, which I'm going to show you. It's a HIPAA-compliant health assessment. You fill out the forms. It's very simple. So in this example, we're going to use a gentleman named Mark. Now, ladies, your assessment will be a little bit different because it'll ask female-related questions. So it may ask you, are you pregnant? Are you breastfeeding? Are you trying to get pregnant? So it'll ask you different questions. So as I go through these example questions, understand this is just a part of the assessment. This assessment is free. It's absolutely free to take this assessment, which if there's any doctors or nutritionists watching this webinar right now, you'll see at the conclusion of this assessment, to get this kind of information, folks have to pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to go get this kind of information from a professional. The great news is we bring it right to your living room where you can do it in your own privacy on your cell phone and your laptop and take a free assessment. That's HIPAA compliant. So it starts off with, tell us about yourself. Your height, your weight, any allergies. Have any of your biological relatives, siblings, grandparents, etc. been diagnosed with any of the following? So I ask you all types of questions about yourself, right? What are your goals? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get better sleep? Are you trying to lose weight? We'll also ask you all type of goals. And all this will tier it towards other questions that it asks you. So the next group would be dietary patterns. How many 4-ounce servings of fruits and vegetables do you eat daily? Do you eat any processed meats on a regular basis? How many times per day do you consume sugar or other natural sweeteners? How many servings of artificial sweeteners do you take? What about your consumption of trans fat? So it'll ask all kind of dietary pattern questions. And then it'll ask you about your lifestyle. Choose the best description of your sleep. How many alcoholic beverages do you drink per day? What best describes your smoking frequency? Are you exposed to secondhand smoke? It's funny, I was doing a presentation in Colorado. A gentleman raised his hand and he said, well, what kind of smoking are you talking about? And I said, good point. It's a good question, right? So anyway, the moral of the story is when it asks why you're smoking, I'll give you a reason why it asks this question. Beta carotene. Beta carotene is very good for you. You need it or you'll go blind. Beta carotene is in pretty much every multivitamin that exists, carrots, etc. You need beta carotene. Did you know that if you smoke or you're around secondhand smoke, it's a fact that if you consume too much beta carotene on a daily basis, you have a 60% increased chance of getting lung cancer. Your chances of acquiring lung cancer go up by over 60% if you have too much beta carotene combined with being around smoke or smoking directly. These are crazy statistics. Folks, there are tons of examples like that of something that you would never even think of. All that goes into consideration when you're doing your assessment. All this weeds those things out, so it's protecting you. So again, I'm just trying to give you some examples of why it asks certain questions. Physical well-being. Do you engage in heavy endurance exercise? What description below best describes your joint health? How about your bone health? Are you concerned about your level of immune system protection? Right? Do you commonly have digestion problems? Stress. Stress is known as the silent killer. Brand new book coming out. We'll have it available for all of you at a discount at ID Revolution, which I'll explain what that is momentarily. Dr. Kenneth Cooper, founder of the Cooper Institute from Dallas, Texas, wrote the foreword on the book Fit for Stress. And the author basically mentioned in the book that the supplement that the company we should get our supplements from is ID Life. Hear and understand, we didn't pay for that endorsement. Okay, it's in here. I mean, this book is unbelievable, but it talks about the key that stress is the silent killer. Over 85% of illnesses, are stress related. Think about that. Well, we'll have the author of this book speaking live at ID Revolution. I read the whole book. It's unbelievable. I strongly suggest you all read it. It's a very quick, simple read, but it's mind-blowing what you'll learn from it. So again, our assessment takes all those into consideration. Then it asks about your medical conditions. So you'll go click them in there, right? So this particular person has migraine headaches. They have hypertension. Right? So whatever it is, whatever your medical condition is, you put it in there. Then it asks about your medications. Ours is the only assessment I know of that takes into consideration any prescription medications that you're taking and how that could affect your nutrient intake, good or bad, right? So it goes into that. So you may insert, whatever it is you're taking, okay? So you put it in there. So then it gives you a whole assessment of how you did. And basically, if the greener the rating bar is, the better you've done. Okay, so what's so fun about this, it's actually fun to take this assessment. What's so fun about it is it actually tells you what you need to work on. For instance, tonight for dinner, I had salmon. I used to never eat seafood. I don't like seafood necessarily. But it told me I'm not getting enough cold water fatty fish. And so I tried some seafoods. I found I like salmon. So I had that tonight. So again, it's a really cool assessment. It gives you some great free advice. All right, and then it tells you what you need. So you can see on here your basic stuff. So basic A and basic B, your omega-3s, your vitamin D plus cofactors, your probiotics, antioxidant plus. So this is for this particular person. Yours will be different. They'll tell you different things. And then it shows advanced custom supplements. Now all these start off unchecked. So if you want the advanced custom ones, you go through there and you check them to add them. I can tell you this, if you understand the importance of your health, you'll want to check all those advanced custom supplements, okay? Well, let's say you're saying to yourself, okay, well, why is it I need this particular product, okay? Well, what you'll do is you'll click on the why button, and it'll tell you, okay, so this particular person said they were on the Atkins diet. So it says your dietary intake of vitamins B1, folic acid, vitamin C, and magnesium may be inadequate in people following the Atkins diet. This may be caused by the exclusion of almost all fruits, grains, vegetables, and dairy products from an individual's diet. Basic AM contains all these nutrients, which are also essential to overall good health and is therefore recommended. Here's what's crazy. It cites the clinical study proving that. So here and understand, this ID Nutrition was not built to sell a product line. It was built to tell the individual what they need based upon all the factors going on in their life. It's crazy the details this has. And somebody asked me, well, what about a blood test? Should I take a blood test? Okay, folks, do you understand that if you take a blood test in the morning and then you take one at night, you're going to get different results? A blood test does not give you an accurate description of what you need to be taking because it changes every day. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to help you understand. This assessment is the most thorough assessment you can imagine. And then it gives you the specific supplement facts of exactly what you're getting in your customized nutrition. Remember, we can't warehouse this stuff because yours is unique to you. We're all different human beings. We all need a customized supplementation for us based on what's going on in our lives, who we are, lifestyle factors, you name it. So there's your ingredients. You can print them out. We actually put this in your box when we ship it to you. So you have a hard copy as well. It sits straight to your front door. So you don't have to go to the store and buy it. You don't have to call and order more. You can get for auto ship. And you actually get a 10% discount on auto ship. It just makes our life easier, so we're rewarding you for doing that as well. You can cancel your auto ship anytime you want, but it's sent straight to your front door. Chronobiology. Chronobiology basically tells you not only what you need, but when you need it. So if you're on a prescription medication, you've experienced where it says take this with food at breakfast or take this before you go to bed. Okay, the reason it says that is for absorption rates, so you're not wasting money, so you'll get the results you're looking for. Well, our strip packs, you get a customized strip pack that comes with your name on it, and it's divided into AM and PM packs based upon maximum absorption rate. Example, I've been taking omega-3s for 15 plus years. I always took them in the morning. I took everything in the morning just because I didn't want to mess with it. I just got it over with. Did you know that you're supposed to take your omega-3s in the evening? Because your liver absorption rate, your liver functioning is best between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So you're supposed to take your strip pack with dinner. I literally just had dinner. I had my strip pack just now, right before I got on this webinar. Okay, so I'm getting the best results possible. Well, this is divided up for you for convenience. It's the highest quality. Look, not all supplements are the same, and it's important you know that. FDA does not approve, or let me put it this way, the FDA doesn't monitor nutritional supplementation. I wish it would, but it doesn't. So the point is, there's a lot of junk on the market. All of our supplements are made in an FDA-approved, third-party, quality-controlled manufacturing plant. It's the number one rated manufacturing plant in the world. And I think it's very, very important you understand the efficacy behind the product so you're actually absorbing the product. That way you're not purchasing a yellow-colored urine. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is when you swallow a pill and it does nothing for you, it just passes through your system as waste. Okay, so it's important that you're not wasting money. This is your nutritional thumbprint and convenience. No more bottles. It's a strip pack, so you're not having to have a bunch of bottles. Cost effective. It's a fraction of the cost of what you normally pay. And as I referenced, you get a 10% discount when you sign up for auto ship. Everybody wants to do auto ship. Why wouldn't you? There's no risk to doing it, and you don't have to worry about ordering. It comes straight to your front porch. I've had somebody tell me, well, I don't know if I want to pay $40 for supplements each month, or $50 for supplements each month. And I look at people and I'm going, do you not understand the importance of nutrition and supplementation? People will go buy a $150 pair of shoes, right? They'll get the most expensive cell phone money can buy. They'll go pay for an elaborate vacation, but they won't pay for their health. So I want us all to understand the importance of it. And the example I can give you is this. I was at one of our indoor baseball academies a few weeks ago, and a lady came up to me and she said, Logan, you guys sell batting helmets for $30. I found one at a sporting goods store for $99. And I said, yes, ma'am. She goes, well, I just want to get your opinion on it. I said, ma'am, you love your son, right? She goes, well, yeah, I love my son. I said, okay. Do you have an extra head in case something goes wrong with your son's head? She goes, well, no. What do you mean? I said, ma'am, there are some things in life that it's okay to save money on. You can get a pair of Levi's for $19.99, or you can go waste money and pay a $200 pair of jeans. It's up to you. They're still jeans, same function, not a big difference. I said, but we're talking about a batting helmet to protect your kid's head. You don't cut costs on a batting helmet. You get the best one money can buy. And she looked at me. She goes, that makes sense. I go, man, let me give you an example. If I'm going to go buy an airplane, I don't want the airplane that's 50% off, right? I don't want to be 20,000 square feet in the air. The plane starts to malfunction. The pilot turns back and looks at me and says, well, you should have got the one that's full price. I'm sorry, Mr. Stout. You went for the one on sale, and, you get what you pay for. I want the most expensive stinking plane money can buy, period. End of story, because I want to know I'm safe. And my point is this, like the batting helmet, like the airplane analogy, your supplements are the same. You need them. Again, don't listen to me. Listen to the experts, former U.S. Surgeon General, right? I mean, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of ongoing studies proving the importance of supplementation. We need it. Most importantly, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of studies proving that a multivitamin is worthless. A multivitamin is a waste of money. I laugh when people go buy a Centrum or a One-A-Day that serve absolutely no purpose. They go in one end, out the other. It's extremely important you understand customized supplementation is the future. It's the wave of the future, and we're the only company that has it, that has truly customized supplementation. We own the proprietary rights to it. It's ours. So, with that being said, let me explain a couple of the products really quick. You understand ID Nutrition. This says everything from Stress Shield, joint and bone health, everything. It's incredible. Weight management. Did you know if you don't have protein for 70 days straight, you'll die? Now, please don't test my theory on that, because I don't want you to die. But that's a clinical fact. Yet so many of us are protein deprived. Why? It's hard to get good protein. It's just hard. It's very difficult to get the good protein. We have the best, most affordable meal of the day, our meal replacement shake. It tastes like a milkshake. It tastes incredible. You will love the way it tastes. Plus, it has cold-filtered, unhydrogenated whey protein, which is huge, because if you go to the store, you're going to get air-purified protein meant for a long shelf life. Ours is air-purified, cold-filtered, unhydrogenated whey protein. It's the best kind of protein money can buy. It also comes with micro-milled chia seed in the protein shakes, which is a superfood. Okay, the individual that invited you on this webinar can get you more detail about our meal replacement shake. We have a one-pager. Bottom line, this is the best, most affordable meal of the day. It's incredible. Everyone knows you're supposed to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. Everyone knows that. Look, I don't have time to eat 5, 6 meals a day, and you probably don't either. Well, with our meal replacement shakes, now I do. I have one for breakfast. I have one about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I get hungry. They taste incredible. You'll love them, and they're only 130 calories. Incredible. Our appetite control chews taste like a Tootsie Roll. They're incredible. You'll love those. They have a lot better purpose than just appetite control. I call these your gut be gone and butt be gone product. They increase your thermogenesis, increase your lean muscle mass, give you mental focus. You'll love them. Our sleep product, most people struggle sleeping. When you don't get a good night's sleep, that increases your appetite by 22%. A lack of sleep or lack of quality sleep is one of the number one causes of stress, the number one cause of obesity. It is what it is. Our sleep product is unbelievable. You will love it. If you have trouble sleeping, try it. Our energy chews. You'll love our energy chews. They work, and the best part is they're good for you. Yeah, we all know Red Bull and Monster are bad for you. We all know that. Yet we take them because when you're out of energy, you got to do something to wake up. Well, now you don't have to do something. You can take something good for you. As you see at the top of the screen, all of our products are organic and natural. There's no artificial flavoring, no GMOs, casein, soy, gluten-free. It's the best quality products money can buy. So again, there's our products. It's the best of the best. I strongly encourage you to get with the person that invited you so they can get you on our product, okay? With that being said, it's free to be a customer. If you want to be a preferred customer, you get a 10% discount as well. By being a preferred customer, it simply means auto ship. What I'm going to transition to now is how you make money with this. Look, everyone you know and care about needs to be on our products. We chose to do direct sales for a lot of reasons, okay? But one of the number one reasons is it works. It's the best way to move a product line. Last report I saw, it's probably more than this now, but over 220 colleges are teaching network marketing now on their college campuses. To give you some actual statistics, over $153.7 billion in sales in 2011 in the direct sales space, up 5.9% in 2012. 22 countries achieved sales over $1 billion. We're nationwide, soon to be global. Over 91 million people worldwide are direct selling entrepreneurs. Folks, this is not the 80s anymore, where people wonder about network marketing. Is it legit? Is it for real? Everyone knows it's for real. There's companies that have been around for 50, 60, 70 years. The key is finding a great company with a product you believe in, with a compensation plan that will reward you for your effort so your return on time is there. For you all, you have a chance to be in at the very beginning. We're about a 6-week-old company. I want to make sure you heard me on that. We're about a 6-week-old company. I mean, you are truly at the very beginning. And so it's exciting to think about that. So let's talk about how you get started. Everyone starts off as either a member or associate. So you join by being a member. It's $99. You get our welcome kit. There's actually a copy of my book in there. There's a bunch of things in there that you can utilize, a DVD of the presentation, so you can have folks over to your home, pop the DVD in, let us do all the work for you. There's all kind of great things in there, your success plan. As a member, you get a 10% discount for life on the product. The goal is to get to the associate position. Okay? As an associate, you get a 30% discount for life on the product. The goal is to become an associate. There's only 2 ways to do that. One is, as a member, earn your way there by accruing enough volume. Okay, that's the last resort. That's it. That's the only way you can afford to get in as a member. What most people do is they just come in as an associate. Why? Because the benefits far outweigh what it means to be a member. Number one, you get a 30% discount on your products for life. Number two, we give you $500 worth of product and your first month of ID Nutrition's on us. We don't charge you for it. Okay, so you get $500 worth of product. This way you have samples, products you can use yourself, whatever you want to do with it. And hear and understand, everybody. We've married the great things about both a product and a service-based company. You do not have to inventory product here. You do not have to load product up all over the place. It's a paperless business. You don't have to collect money from your friends. It's a very simple business, okay? But again, obviously, if you pass out samples, it makes sense. It's just smart to pass out samples because that's how you're going to get business. It's very easy to do that. So again, associate is the example we're going to use throughout the course of this presentation, okay? Let's talk about how you get paid. Well, we have a March Madness promotion running right now, which you actually cannot see reflected on the slide, but I will go over it later in the presentation about how you get free shipping, whole 9 yards. But let's talk about how you get paid. You get on ID Nutrition. When you get one other person as a preferred customer on ID Nutrition, just like yourself, you normally get $100. For everyone who enrolls in ID Life during the month of March, we double it. Okay? You're going to get $200 when you simply enroll during the month of March and you get your first 2 customers within 30 days of the day you joined. That's yourself and your spouse, mom, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, best friend, neighbor to the left, neighbor to the right. I mean, you get the point. You just get a few, just refer some folks. Well, when you get 2 more customers, so it's totaling $300, let's just say, in qualified volume, your product's actually free. Yes, so you actually can earn the right to get your ID Nutrition for free for an ongoing basis, month after month after month after month after month. All right, it's called our 3 and Free program. Part of our March Madness promotion is if you do that, we're actually going to give you a free ID Revolution ticket. And I'll explain to you ID Revolution momentarily. All right, we're just giving you an example of how you can make some more money. When you get a total of 10 customers, you make some more money. So it's $580 in immediate income. And it's actually a lot more than that. Because remember, we gave you over $500 for the product. Plus, your ID Nutrition's for free. So it's almost a $2,500 value instantly for just getting a couple handful of folks on ID Nutrition as preferred customers. You don't have to get 10 customers here. You do not have to have 10 customers to be qualified for anything. This is just simply an example. Okay? Every business partner you bring in, so we just showed you to get your first 2 customers, it's normally 100, you make 200. We showed you the 3 and Free. But when you bring in an associate, you make $100 off every associate you personally bring in. So if you bring in 3, there's $300 instantly. If you bring in 10, you made $1,000. Okay, as soon as they join, you get $100. Okay, so this is how you get business builder bonus money for bringing in associates. If they come in as a member at $99 level, once they promote to associate, that triggers you a check for $100 as well. So again, the purpose of the Fast Start Money and the business builder bonus is nothing more than to make you a fast return on your money. Because in direct sales, there's a lot of companies out there where they charge you a couple $1,000s to get involved or whatever it is. Look, we don't want you to have to come out of pocket a ton of money to get started. And we want you to make your money back instantly so you're happy, right? We want you to be happy. All right, so that's why we have all that for you. Now let's talk about the residual income. For the sake of the presentation, we're going to use the example of you getting 10 customers. And we're going to use the example of a $100 average, a monthly average spend for commissionable volume as the example. It doesn't have to be $100. This is just an example. Okay, so if you get 10 customers, they get $100. They spend $100. You're an associate. Remember, you make a 30% on every purchase. So if somebody buys $10 worth of stuff, you made $3. You make 30%. So in the example of a $100 monthly spend, you're making $300 a month in residual income. I want to make sure you just heard me on that. Most direct sales companies, you have to meet a bunch of quotas to be eligible for residual income. You get paid every single Friday here. right? Off your retail customers. So if you got 20 customers, that's individuals. So one household may have 2, 3, 4, 5 customers in it, right? If you got 20 customers, you're making $600 a month in residual income. 40 customers, you're making $1,200 a month in residual income. Think about that. That's almost a $15,000 raise. Go into your boss tomorrow and say, yes, I'd like a $15,000 raise, please. Let me know how that conversation works out for you, right? One of the great things about direct sales, you do it part-time, you can do it on the side, and you can make significant life-changing income for doing a little bit. And that's huge. All right, well, let's say you go get 3 associates. These are folks that want to make money. And let's say they just get 10 customers each. Well, you're making a 5% override off the total commissionable volume, off all the volume on level 1. Right? Well, if that process duplicates just one more level, so you got 3 and 10 who just get 3 and 10, that's it. You realize you're making that's actually over $1,000 a month in residual income because of our residual match, which I'll explain here momentarily. I mean, let's say you don't knock this out of the park. Let's say you do not make life, huge, game-changing money. Let's say all that happens here is you make an extra $1,000 a month. Look, for 99% of the population, that is huge. That makes life a lot easier. That pays your electric bill every month. That pays your gas bill every month. That pays your cell phone bill every month. That pays your car note every month. That pays part of your mortgage every month. That pays for your kids' college fund. They get you out of credit card debt. That's huge. And we built this compensation plan so that it is so ridiculously simple to make an extra $1,000 a month. And we did that intentionally. Okay? Well, let's see what happens when this compensation plan builds out 10 levels. So we have a 10-level comp plan. And it actually goes to unlimited depth, which I'll explain momentarily. Again, I'm going quick. This is an overview. So if you have questions, we want you to ask them. But let me explain to you how powerful this is. So if you just got 3 and 10, and they just got 3 and 10, who just got 3 and 10, who just got 3 and 10, down 10 levels. Again, it's not going to duplicate down perfectly this way. Some people aren't going to do a whole lot. Some people may just retail product. They're not going to get any business partners. But anybody who treats this seriously is not just going to get 3 and 10. They're going to do a lot more than that, okay? Well, what does this equate to in money? 3 and 10 duplicate down 10 levels pays you $1,290,960 a month in passive income. This is just one of the ways you get paid here. Residual income. Okay? We also have dynamic compression. Dynamic compression simply means this. Let's say somebody on level 10, for whatever reason, drops out of the business. Well, the person on level 11 automatically rises up that month and pays you on your level 10. What it does is it protects your residual income. That way, if somebody drops off for that month, it doesn't cost you money. The person below them just simply rises up for that pay period, so you get paid on it. Again, I know I'm going over some of your heads, probably, so let's go ahead and transition to the next slide. Qualifications. As in traditional business, there's things you have to do every day to get paid. Well, in network marketing, there's qualifications to earn your paycheck. So it's very simple. Here's how it works. Personal volume retail sales. To become a director, to go from associate to director, all you need is $100 a month in personal volume retail sales. To get to the highest level in the company, global presidential director, you simply need $500 a month in personal volume retail sales. Now, that doesn't have to be new customers. It can be existing customers. So, for instance, if you get 5 people that go onto your website and do ID nutrition assessment, they're going to sign up for AutoShip. Let's say it totals $500 a month. Well, you're qualified. The highest position in the entire company, and all you did was get 5 customers. Qualified volume is the total volume off your entire organization. So you see it's $100 a month, all the way up to $1 million a month in total qualified volume, a monthly pay period. That's the volume off your entire organization. Okay? At the national director position, which you can see there right in the middle, right after executive, in between executive and vice president director, that's where you're eligible for our first car bonus. So we give a car bonus starting off at $500 a month, all the way up to $2,000 a month, where you can pick the car of your choice, pay off an existing car that you have. It's just a car bonus that we give you as a congratulations for doing well. Okay? Last part of the comp plan. We've discussed the Fast Start bonus. We discussed the Business Builder bonus. Remember, March Madness, you're getting paid double. Matching residual and volume match. In network marketing, there's a flaw in every compensation plan I've ever seen, where basically it's called breakaway or breakage or coding out, leveling out. Here's what that means. And again, for those of you that don't know anything about network marketing, that's a good thing. Okay, we don't have to reprogram you. But for those of you that have been involved in a company, this is going to be music to your ears. The way the matching residual works is this, and the volume match. They pay down 4 levels with dynamic compression off every single person you personally sponsor into the organization. The way the matching residual works is you're going to get anywhere from a 20% to 10% matching residual check off exactly what the folks you've brought in are doing. So if you bring someone in and they're making $100,000 a month, you'll make $20,000 a month matching residual. Okay? If they're making $1 million a month, you're making a $200,000 check matching residual off their check. It's just an example. Obviously, it's a very optimistic example, but people will do that here. And so I'm trying to help you understand the power of the matching residual. The volume match works the same way. You get a percentage, 2, 3, 4, 5% volume match off the total volume of people in your organization. So if you have somebody in your organization doing $1 million a month in volume, you're going to get paid $50,000 a month volume match check. That's 5% of $1 million. Again, I know this is confusing, so get with the person that invited you to explain it in more detail. But it's so powerful. The most powerful parts of our comp plan are the matching residual and the volume match. And again, you get that 10-level residual with dynamic compression as well. Okay, you're getting all of this stuff. Okay, so you're not losing one; you're getting all of it. The global pool is a profit-sharing pool, where we put 2% of the worldwide commissionable volume into a profit-sharing pool and divide it up amongst all the top leaders that are eligible. Rank advancement bonus, as you promote, you can get anywhere from $500, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, a $40,000 one-time check when you hit a certain position in the company, right? Well, we discussed the car bonus, which is a lot of fun. People love cars, but when they're free and paid for, they're even better cars, right? We also have a ton of incentive trips. We have our first one May 15th through 19th, Secrets from Roma Beach. This one is for the top 50 income earners. This incentive expires April 15th, so at that point in time, we'll take the top 50 income earners. They'll get to bring a +1. All expenses paid trip, adults only, 5-star resort. May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, in fact, on May the 3rd, I'll be announcing, it's Saturday, May 3rd, our next incentive trip. And the goal is to take over 1,000 people onto this trip. And when we do trips, folks, understand, we do it in style. They're 5-star, all expenses paid. You get to bring a spouse. So we like to have fun here at ID Life. You never know what that might be, right? It may be a shopping spree to Manhattan. It may be a cruise. It may be a beach vacation. It may be wine country. Maybe visit Alaska. I mean, you never know. Okay, so more to be revealed. We like to keep surprises, but we like to have fun. IDLife.com is where we have a bunch of upcoming events. Every Sunday night, we have a webinar training at 8 p.m. Central you can plug on to. They're free. We have those. But you can go to the person's website that invited you here, and they can show you all the upcoming events. They can show you and answer any questions you have, okay? Our big event coming up, and again, folks, I'm saving the best for last, so bear with me. We're almost done. ID Revolution is our huge event, May 1st through 3rd. You can, if this is, I mean, I'm telling you, this is a game-changing event. This is even if you were not in ID Life, this is an event that you'd want to go to. It will literally be a defining moment in your life that will impact your life for the better in every facet of your life. From your relationships to your job, to your family, I mean, you name it. Some of our guest speakers, we have Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is the publisher of Success Magazine, best-selling author of The Compound Effect. He is the guy that interviews everybody from the late Steve Jobs to Bill Gates to Mark Cuban, the most successful people in the world. He's the one who conducts those interviews for Success Magazine. This guy has heard it and learned from the best, and he's going to teach you how to explode your life in a big-time way for the good. Zig Ziglar, the CEO of the Zig Ziglar Corporation. Tom Ziglar will be speaking live at ID Revolution. Keith Kraft from the Get Motivated Tours, one of the most celebrated public speakers in the world, will be speaking live. All this is included. Remember, for all of you that joined during the month of March, all you have to do is get yourself on ID Nutrition and 3 other people, and you get a free ticket to this event. Do you understand the speakers that we have coming? And there's a lot more, celebrities, etc. But the speakers we have coming to this event, most people have to pay like $1,000 to go to a seminar like that. Okay, it's all included. Plus at ID Revolution, we're literally going to teach you exactly how you build this business. You're going to hear from my scientific medical advisory board. In fact, here's what it looks like. Thursday, the training starts at noon. It's in Dallas. You can book your flights now. I'm telling you, there are some sacrifices in life that just aren't worth it, and there are some sacrifices in life that are absolutely worth it. For those of you who don't know me, you can ask the person that does know me. I'm not a hype guy. I'm telling you, this will be an event that you'll look back on and say, thank God I went to this, okay? So that's when we start. Thursday night, we have a awards banquet, black tie, dinner served, whole 9 yards for those that are eligible. Friday, we have our huge training sessions. You'll get to learn everything, mastering the compensation plan, the keys to building your business, recruiting tactics, social media, everything, all these celebrity speakers. Saturday is our huge event. So all the founding members will be recognized. All the folks that are promoted to certain positions. We'll announce the top 10 income earners, the top 50 income earners. I mean, it's a huge event. We'll announce some really cool surprises, new products, some other things as well. So that's Saturday. And then we wrap up the weekend with the biggest party in the history of Dallas, if not the country. Rock and Roll Revolution. Okay, so you dress up. We'll have a dance competition. It'll be huge. Thousands of people all in one place, live band. It'll be tons of fun. So that's that, okay? We have all kind of customer acquisition incentives. Again, for all of you that are guests on this webinar, some of these don't even apply to you because you don't have to have 20 customers to earn a free ticket. All you need are 4, and one of which is yourself. Okay, but for everyone else, they get 20 customers, they get a free ticket. 30 customers, you get 2 free tickets. 40 customers, you get VIP tickets, VIP lunch, etc. Okay, so I'm going to speed through this. You just log into your ID office and you register. It's very simple once you join. Moreover, we've got our boot camps coming up. We just had the one in Georgia. New Jersey, we have on March 22nd. Paul Sullivan, the inventor of ID Nutrition, will be live. I'll be there live, along with our entire executive team and guest speakers. San Antonio and then Dallas is April 5th. These are free, absolutely free events. Okay, so you can bring guests to these events. So they can hear about the presentation as well live, and then they can get trained right there with you. Last slide here, the March Madness promotions. You get free shipping. We already talked about Double Fast Start. We get $200 if you join this month. 3 and free, we talked about that. Free shipping for everyone that's enrolled in ID Revolution. This is for everybody. Those that have already joined in the previous months and those that joined during the month of March. You get free shipping this month once you've registered for ID Revolution. So if I'm you all, register for ID Revolution. When you join, all your stuff will be free. You will not have to pay shipping. And then once you trigger your 3 and free, you'll be credited back the $99 for your ID Revolution ticket. For everybody you personally sponsor, you'll be entered for live drawings. We'll give away a bunch of stuff live. It'll be a ton of fun at ID Revolution. And for those of you that are guests, if I were you, I would get all your friends and family that you know to listen to this webinar or watch our live video presentation so they can capitalize on these same promotions as well. So for all of you that are guests, you have a chance to get your business off to a huge start because of our March Madness promotions where your friends and family, the people you care about, they can get involved and make $200 as well, that Double Fast Start bonus for just getting themselves and one other person on the product, right? So again, a bunch of great promotions going on. Get with the person that invited you onto this website and act now. Bottom line is this. You'll miss 100% of the opportunities you don't pursue. And here's what I can assure you. Everyone you know is going to hear about this. The only question is whether you tell them first or not. It's kind of like Mary Kay. When you think about Mary Kay, who in the world hasn't heard of Mary Kay? Everyone has. Everyone's heard of that company, right? Well, you mark my word, there'll be a time where everybody say, have you heard of ID Life? And people say, of course. Who hasn't heard of ID Life? That's the advantage of being in at the beginning. You can go tell people about it before someone else beats you to it. So my advice is give it to person. Let's rock and roll. Trigger your Fast Start bonus. Get to ID Revolution May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It'll be a ton of fun, and you'll love what's going on there. Do your assessment. Get your one other customer. You'll get that done. Call the person that invited you onto this webinar. They can walk you through it, and you'll trigger your first check tonight before you go to bed. Products will be shipped tomorrow to you, okay? So, look, I'm excited for you. Thanks for joining us. We have this exact webinar recorded that you can listen to over and over again. It's in your ID office. Or you can see me, watch me live from the foyer of my home on the front page of the ID Life website. Whatever we can do to serve you, it's my humble honor to get to serve you and to be a part of your life. I can't wait to meet you in person, and I'm so excited about what we've got going on. Next week, I'll be live in California. And then the week after that, we'll be rocking and rolling all over the country. So that live event schedule is on the website. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great night, and God bless.